Hello my lovelies, how are we doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is September week 3. For once I haven't said October. I think because of all the orangey stuff and I've got Halloween on my brain. I keep thinking it's October already, but yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So welcome back, hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to just do my change a second. I've just got everything out for a cheeky little thumbnail. I like to do the thumbnail at the beginning. So we've got 2 10p's for this one. I only need one more 10p now, then we're finished. Lovely, and then I can swap it up at the bank. So let's do that. How is everyone doing? Hope everyone's well. I can't believe we're in like the run up now to like Christmas. I know not everyone likes Christmas, but I bloomin' love it. I'm very excited. And you know, I don't know if you follow along with my channel, you'll know that I've been filling up my autumn and Halloween envelope to get a few bits of like home decor and obviously little bits for the kids for Halloween. Well, I've sorted their costumes and stuff on Vinted. I got 3 costumes on Vinted for 15 quid, which I think is blooming brilliant. One was from M&S and the other 2, I'm not too sure where the other 2 were from actually, I didn't actually check, but M&S one itself, lovely little vampire costume, so well made, so thick, so like such lovely quality. I am chuffed with that one, absolutely love it. So that's that done. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So yeah, I obviously saved up £120 for some home decor and stuff and some Halloweeny bits, and that's to get our pumpkins and all sorts. So I got a bit excited the other day, and I've never shopped on the online home shop before. I've only recently heard about it, but I had a little look on there. I got a few little pumpkin-y bits, but I got a bit excited and I ended up using some of that money for some Christmas stuff. So I've got some Christmas cushion covers for the living room. I've got like a gingerbread cushion. They actually sold the gingerbread cushions in TK Maxx last year. I don't know whether you remember them. If you went there last year, they had like a girl one and a boy one. Well, they sell those on their website. So I snagged one of the boy ones for £7, which I thought was a bargain. Do you know what? I'll go and get him. He's right behind me. And he's so cute. Look. He's quite big. He fills up the whole camera. But he's so cute. And he's really well made as well. So that is going to go on our sofa. Oh, lovely. So yeah, got a bit excited. Got a bit excited for Christmas when I started seeing all the Christmas stuff. And yeah, good prices on that website too. So that's the online home shop. Anyway, let's put all these things away. I'm in the process of packing my Etsy orders. This is my last packing day today, Friday, and I'll probably do some tonight, but I've run out of bows, so I'm only using this random box of like the odds and sods that are left from all the collections I've done over the last 2 years. So yeah, I don't normally run out of bows. I was using like lilac ones, so I think I'm gonna have to use every single one in here, and that'll just do me until I can order some for October, November and December. Right, let's get on with the cash stuff in. But first, I would love to announce the winner of my little spider name competition. So 2 or 3 videos ago, when I did my autumn setup, I said that I would love for you guys to come up with a really cool name for this beautiful little spider light. We've obviously got Hermes, a lovely little designer name. So I thought, right, I'd love it to have a bit of designer in it and a little bit of spookiness in it, or like some sort of spooky name. So my favourite out of everyone's suggestions, this one came in really early actually. I think it was like within a couple hours of the video actually going up. I've looked through every single comment on that video. I love all your suggestions. There's some really, really good ones. Some are spooky, some are funny, some are designer, some aren't. So the winner is flickatinabudgets, and she came up with Vivian Webwood, and I love it, Vivian. So here's our Viv, our little Vivian Webwood. I thought that was cool. I also loved, lots of people were saying Armani, because I think he passed away. I don't know if it was on that day or that week. Sad. So that's Giorgio Armani. Valentino, I thought that was cool. Lots of people said Aragog, which is the spider from Harry Potter. Oh my god, love Harry Potter. I loved Webster. A few people said Webster, which I think is so cute. And Cartier. Cartier would have been really nice. But Vivian Wedgwood has sold it for me. So yeah, welcome Vivian. To the gang. So flickatinabudgets, if you're watching, I've tracked you down on Instagram. I just wanted to quickly see if you've got an account over there, and you do, so I'm going to message you on there. So you've got £10 credit to use on my Etsy shop. You can either use that for digital products, or you can use it for one of my openings with the physical products. So lovely. Thank you so much everyone for entering. It's fun to do something like that occasionally, isn't it? It just breaks it all up a little bit. I keep forgetting to, like, I'm a bit rubbish with giveaways. I have actually had my little Etsy shop now and Cashbutcute in general for 2 years, which is absolutely crazy. I missed my anniversary, it was last week. So whatever, story of my life. So let's get into the cash stuffing anyway. I've swapped up all my notes today, and I got some pounds as well. So we should have 150 in total. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and £5 over there in coins. Lovely. Hey, right, so let's rock and roll. Mez, you can just move over to the side for a second. Thank you, darling. These need to go back in. I love to keep these in this little Primark crate. I've got quite a few of them now. They're only £1 in Primark. Bargain if you're going to use them. Obviously you can reuse them. The reason you reuse them, I've got loads of, like, I use these in my business. I've got like cello bags in one. I've got one for bows. I've got one for the Hermeses. Is that a word? Yes, it is now. Right, so we are starting off with, sorry, that was my chair. Starting off with high priority today. Beautiful. As always. Now, the emergency fund, we've got up to £600. That is in here, and I'm going to just keep it at that for a minute because I'm going to add let's skip to van maintenance. So at the moment, all of my challenges from my summer binder that I've just finished, so we've got 150 from there. We've got £600 in that emergency fund, so that's 750, and today we're adding 20 to this one, which should bring us to 100, so that's 850 towards the van in cash, and then we've got a nice chunk in the bank as well. So the van is nearly sorted, but I don't even know if it's been started yet or not. I'm not too sure. I'm going to message my dad in the next few days and just see if they know roughly when they're going to do it. But we've got his car, there's no urgency. We're grateful that they're going to do it, but it'd be nice to know a rough timeline because we're missing it. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 in there. So we're going to add a 10, that knocks it up to 100. So we've got 850 in cash. I think we're going to stop there for that, and then the rest of it can just come from the bank. Because I want to start my new, let's reach for it. Oh, I'm knocking everything over. My new emergency fund tin. I want to start that one. So I think next week we will start the new one and get it rocking and rolling, because yeah, we need to build that back up now. We're starting from zero again. Right, so enough of the van. That's so boring. Pumpkin pounds. I love this one, very cutesy. This is from Autumn Budgets, Emily, and we are adding £10 today into pumpkin pounds. So we now have 15 in there. So let's knock off 10 little pumpkins. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Beautiful. Brilliant. Right, where are we going to next? Home Sweet Home. This one's going to get a 5. We have 20 in there at the moment, so now 25 towards the next thing that we buy for the home. There's a huge list. I think that might go towards some blinds, or maybe a nice rug. To be honest, I want like a rug in the living room, a couple of hallway runners, shelves. There's just, yeah, the list is endless. Health isn't going to get anything today. Clothes and shoes is going to get a little 5. So there's now 10 in there. We'll start building that one back up for when it gets really, really chilly. We've got a few hoodies and stuff for the boys recently. But yeah, I think I'm going to bulk that one up for when they need some really thick winter coats, because we've recently bought them. Have you seen the Mac in a sack? Because the weather's still really warm at the moment, isn't it? But it's really rainy. So we bought these Mac in a sacks, and they are blooming brilliant. They're waterproof. They go on top of their jumpers, and yeah, they don't get too hot when they're out playing and running around, but they stay dry. So love those. We normally do buy them a nice winter coat every year, or sometimes every other year, because I'm a cheeky mummy and sometimes we size up quite a bit. So they go to school looking like little marshmallows for a year, and then the next year the coats fit properly. That's a bit mean actually, isn't it? But you know, I like to try and get 2 years out of a winter coat if I can. Right, next we're going to go to low priority. I quite like doing them in this order now. I used to always start with my annuals binder, but it makes sense for me to do high priority, low priority, and then just get on with the rest. Our priorities will... I am an absolute clutterbug, honestly. Anyway, so our priorities will be changing in the next few months. I'll let you know once we've decided, but yeah. So future events isn't getting anything. Gifts, there was 20 in here last week. I've taken it out. We've just had one kiddie's birthday party, and we've got another one next weekend. So that's in my purse, sitting pretty. Lapland is now going to get 10 this week. This is our dream for next December. So we're going to start that now, I think. So we've got 10, 15, 20, 25 in there. Very early days. But this, I'll tell you now, this is one of our goals for next year. And it's going to happen, okay? It's going to happen. This is my priority. And yeah, I want to try and go there whilst the magic is still alive with the kitties. Right, hair is going to get 5. I'm going to start that one. So this is just for me. Every month my boys and my partner, they go to the barbers. But because my hair is only every like 3 or 4 months, I never think to keep the money in the bank. It just wouldn't happen. I just forget about it. So I'm thinking by doing this weekly, hopefully, or every other week at least, I'll keep mine up to date. And bulk buys, we're going to put 5 in. I love this one. So we've got 15 in there. I think we'll save up to like 40 quid or maybe 50 depending. And I like to do that and just buy a load of random stuff that we need for the house. Bikes. The most neglected envelope in my setup, but yeah. Lovely. Ooh. Okay, so moving on, we are now going to our birthday binder. This binder was from Studio Budget, and then I've got this gorgeous little keyring from Wednesday Plans. I love her, she's so pretty. Pretty little binder. Right, Granny Sis. We're working on Granny Sis at the moment. She has 15 in there, so I'm going to pop, do you know what, I'm going to take those. There, yeah, she's now had £5, so that's 20 in there. Her birthday is the same week as Christmas, so we normally get her, I normally put a bit of money in here and then a bit of Christmas money, and then we'll get her either one really nice thing or 2 things. I know not everyone likes having their birthday and Christmas present combined, but Granny, she's 95. She's just so happy to see us. She's always grateful. She loves swans. She loves flowers. She loves Christmas. So we normally go to the garden centre and get her a few little bits or like one really nice ornament. Her house is full of ornaments. She loves them. She's very easy to buy for. She loves wildlife. She's just a lovely, lovely lady. So I think we'll stick to 20 now in there for birthday. And obviously she'll have a bit of our Christmas present money as well. Next we'll be doing Little Nanny, Uncle Bean and Big Nanny, because they all have birthdays in January. Ew, how is everyone born in the same month? Yuck. So no, that's all cool. Next up we're going to our annuals binder. Lovely. Right, so autumn and Halloween. I've still got money in here. Let's see how much we've got in there. So this represents £36 that I've got sitting on my Jam Doughnut app. I bought an M&S voucher already, so that's just sat there waiting for our little picky tea. We've got 10, 20, 30, 45, 50, 55. Oh, we've still got £60 in there, you know. So I spent about £60 on the online home shop the other day, but I've got a few Christmas bits. I've already told you about that. But yeah, we've still got £60 in the kitty for a few more bits of decor and stuff, so that's cool. And our pumpkins and stuff. Exciting. Right, firework night isn't getting anything this week. We have been bulking that one up recently. We are going, oh, the only thing in annuals that's getting stuff today is the birthdays, the big birthdays. So Sini, his birthday is in Feb. He's got 25 in there. I'm adding another 5 today. I'll just keep the 5s in there, I think, with that one. Lovely. No, I'm tricking myself. No, we're adding 10 today into Sini's. 10. So he's now got 35 in there. Lovely. And then Bayes is 2 weeks later. He's the one getting the 5. And then next week, I'll do it the other way around. I'll give him the 10 and Sini the 5. We're going to do it that way. So we're always adding 15 into the February birthdays. If I can get these done by like Christmas, I thought that'd be perfect. Well, like New Year's Eve. Because then in January and February, I don't need to think about it. It's all done. So earlier the better with these two. We'll just see how we go, you know. Lovely. So we are onto the school holidays binder now, and currently we are working on the October half term. Lovely. Right, so we've got 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. We're adding another 5 today, so we've now got 40 in there for Halloween. No, not for Halloween, for October half term. So let's colour in 2 little pumpkins. We have been watching Goosebumps lately and the boys absolutely love it, but it's a little bit freaky, you know, a little bit freaky, even like the kids ones. Creepy. Right, there we go. Oh, I'm stuck to it. Right, so we've only got 20 quid left on that one, which is good. Woo! And it's not even October yet, so that's me feeling ahead. That's about as ahead as I get. But yeah, lovely. I'm very torn whether to keep on using these lovely trackers that somebody sent me a good few months ago now. They're from Illuminal Designs, these ones, or do I pop in my new foiled ones because I've obviously released them now. What do I do, guys? Because I love these and I appreciate the ladies sending them to me. But the other ones obviously match my envelopes, so I don't know. Right. Next up, we are going to Christmas. Now, last week we finished this. Do you remember? And we had £100 from it. So I did actually reallocate it off camera this week. I popped it into... Yeah, let's have a look. So this is our lovely Christmas binder, and I popped it into his and hers for me and Mr. Cute because we bought a few bits the other day on online, and we've spent £170. I love these little placeholders. They're from Studio Budget, so it's Charlotte at Studio Budget, and yeah, we've spent £170 and we have £30 cash in there now, so good job. I popped it in there. Lovely, that's cool. Me and Mr. Cute change it up every year. There's been years in the past where we haven't really bought a lot for each other for Christmas. We've just focused on the babies when they were small. Mr. Cute used to be the sole earner in our household, so there was a few years where we were like, right, we'll just sort the kiddies and everyone else, and we didn't really do a lot for ourselves. This year we are buying for each other, which is nice. I mean, most years we do buy something for each other, but yeah, this is the first year where we're going to get a few nice bits for each other because I just think it's nice. Right, anyway, we're going to go to our Christmas challenge binder now and see what ones we're working on. we've got £40 to put towards Christmas this week. Oh, so we are doing Towards the Night Before Christmas, Hoe Flip. I'm actually grieving a little bit that I'm not doing the little scratch off anymore. I loved that. I found it so fun. I do actually have another Gavin and Stacey one from her, but I think I'm going to save it for next year because I think these Christmas challenges in here will finish our Christmas just lovely. So let's do Hoe Flip because she's unpredictable. You never know if you're going to get 10 or 20. So let's flip the little disc. Where is she? Here she is. So trees are 10 and stars are 20. Let's see what we get, guys. Ooh, tree this week, so £10. It's going into Hoe Flip. Lovely. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do it again because I am doing this. There's 16 flips on here, but I'd like to do them in like 10 or 11 flips, weeks. So let's have another go. Ready. Tree again. Love that. So £20 is going into Hoe Flip today. Lovely. This is going to make a nice little chunk, this one. I mean, if we put all this money, if we manage to finish this one here, that saves 100. This one here obviously is unpredictable. Minimum it would save is 160. Maximum it would save is 320. Crazy. And then we've got this one up here, which I'm doing as well, Towards the Night Before Christmas. So if we've got spare money after Christmas that doesn't get spent, then that's fine. We can just reallocate it. Don't mind doing that. It's nice to have more money for something than less, isn't it? And we've never really done that before. We've never had spare. I think last year I finished saving for Christmas just as Christmas was starting. I think I was like buying presents before I'd even finish. I mean, I'm starting to buy presents now as well, but there's a few of you that have finished saving for Christmas now, and that blows my puny brain because I've now started picking up little bits here and there. So it'd be so nice to finish this time next year, but I don't know if it's achievable or not really, because Lapland's our main priority for next Christmas. We probably won't go so mad on like gifts and stuff because that is a gift in itself, isn't it? I think it would just be absolutely incredible. I think I would probably cry my eyes out, like actually getting there and seeing the snow and just, wow, everything just looks so stunning. Oh, I would literally cry my eyes out. I just love Christmas so much. It's so magical, and seeing the kids enjoy the magic and stuff, I'm just gonna die. I know it, I'm just gonna die. Anyway, I've got another, how much money? I've got another £20 to reallocate. So do you know what? Let's do Towards the Night Before Christmas. I was getting all sentimental and excited about the possibility of us not going to Lapland next year. Now every icon on here is 20. So let's do the carrots for Rudolph. Everyone always says carrots for Rudolph, but there's a crew. There's a crew of them, isn't there? So let's just say carrots. They all get a nice chunk. They all get a nice bite. Lovely. And we'll pop the 20 in here. Beautiful. There we go. Nice. So that's our Christmas challenge binder done with for the week. Which leaves us, we should have £35 left now. Let's check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5 little pound coins over there. Do you know what? There's a few more because I had a couple in my purse left over as well. Lovely. So we've actually got an extra £2. So we've got £37 to play with for our savings challenge binder. She's a seasonal honey. She's very cutesy. She's looking cozy, just how I liked it, just how I imagined. And we're going to start with our 12-month challenge. This one is spread over six what do you call them? 6 trackers. I've doubled them up because I thought it's quite a lot, isn't it? 12. A 12 pack from my shop would cost quite a lot, so I thought let's do a little 6 pack for people so they can save throughout the year. You can start on any month you want, and they total to £300 if you were saving the whole 12 months it's 300 quid. I'm going to do 2 acorns today. These go into a mez. I like to finish the month and then I just move that money then to wherever I need it. Whatever sinking fund could do with a little boost. That's what I do. I don't save them up for the year, because at the back of my binder here I've got fill the dots, and that is the challenge I'm using for next year. So I like my money to be moving and working for our family, you know. That money at the back there in fill the dots, I just pretend it doesn't really exist. I mean, I didn't when I went to the camping shop, did I? It definitely existed then, but I try to just ignore it and pretend it's not there. Right, I'll just colour these in a second. Lovely, we've only got one little acorn left, so we'll do that one next week, and then we'll have a lovely £30 to put somewhere, or you know, to put somewhere wherever we want, really. I wonder. I've got a few ideas, guys. Got a few ideas. I'm thinking possibly emergency fund, because obviously we're restarting the tin, so that would be a nice little boost. Possibly Lapland, possibly 50-50. What do you reckon? What should I do? Sensible thing would be put it all in emergency fund, wouldn't it? A fun thing would be put it 50-50. So yeah, we'll see what I'm feeling next week. The mood will determine where the money goes. Right, so fill the dots. Lovely. Now, a lot of these are looking quite empty, aren't they? But I'm trying to round up as much as I can. We have got, let's just double check, 20, 25, 26, 27. Let's do a multiply by 4 is looking empty. I really don't want to roll a 6 or a 5, to be honest, on this, because I like to give everything a bit of love. But I'm feeling a bit cheeky. So I'm thinking, let's do 4. Please be 1, 2, 3 or 4. If it's 5 or 6, oh, no, that wasn't really roll. I wasn't ready. That was a 1 though. I should have just gone with that, shouldn't I? If it's a 5 or a 6, I might need a sick bucket. Oh, honey, sick bucket not needed. 2. So 2 times 4 is 8. Let's get the dark green. Oh, that is brilliant. I'm chuffed for that. Lovely. So £8 going into here. I like to round it up, so we're going to do £10. So £2 is going off our little... We've got an IOU in here that I've created. So we owed it £190. We're down to owing it £174 now. So with the extra, let's add on, let's minus another £2 off the £190 that we owe. So we now are up to £172. Lovely. So £8 for the dot, £2 for the debt. Yay, that makes me happy. Brilliant, we've knocked off another 4 and it wasn't too juicy. That's not bad, is it? Right, so we have £17 to spread throughout our lovely challenges in here. So let's go with, do you know what, that really bugs me. Because I only use the paper versions of my challenges, or like the card versions, the Sharpies bleed through. So let's turn that round, because I don't want to be seeing that. She's fugly. Right, so which potion? Last week we rolled a 3, which led us to the 5. So let's see where we end up next. And we've got this lovely dice, 3D printed. Oh my gosh, potion bottle. Mr. Cute always laughs and says that I've got like plastic hands, because every day, without fail, I do things like that consistently throughout the day. Right, let's see what we roll. Ooh, a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which brings us to the 1. OMG. So let's get, where's my purple? There she is. So we are down on the 1, which means we only have to put a little pound in today. Crazy. And that goes into this lovely envelope here. Beautiful. Next up, we're on to Boo Race. So let's roll a few times for Boo Race. This literally is a race, and I've chosen, I did what the lovely Sherry, she's called Sherry. I'm so bad with names. So Sherry over at Essex Cash Stuffing made this, and she said that one of her followers said, why don't you give each contender a sinking fund? So I've gone with emergency fund for pumpkin, home for ghost, Christmas for the bat. So we'll see who wins. So 2, that is our little ghosty. So ghosty gets £2. Ooh, and ghosty is for home. I'm secretly hoping home wins because I got a load of stuff I want to do to the house. And 2 again. Ooh, lovely. We will stick to just the 2 today. Lovely. So we'll pop 5 in boo race and then take a £1 out if we can do that. Is there a £1 in there? I think there's a £1. Oh yes, there's £1 in there. That was meant to be, wasn't it? Lovely. And whoever wins all the money. So excited for that. Save my bacon. Yum, yum, yum. Right, so this is the lovely one from Esther, My Money Matters. We are going to go with, let's go with some mushrooms. Not really keen on mushrooms on a breakfast, but let's get them out the way, shall we? If I had a bit of garlic butter on them, maybe. 1, 2, 3. This funny goes into Hermes for these ones. At the back. Lovely. I do love that. And now we're on to these beauties. So we've got Magical Forest and the Autumn Forest from Cat at the Queen Bee Makes. And my lovely friend Laura sent me this. This is what I was after for the last 1.5 years. I've been admiring everyone else doing it. And she sent it to me, the little darling. Right, so we have got 5, 6, 7, 8, £9. So let's do 4 on here because the next one is 3 and 1. Lovely. Let's just pop that 4 into Hermes, which leaves us with 5 for this beauty over here. And I worked out that this saves 50, but I'm going to tally it anyway to see how far we get. So let's pop another. Where's me black? Where did I put it? Oh, I've put it upside down in there. Cheeky cheeky. Let's do another £5 worth on here on the lovely Autumn Forest. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. And we'll tally another 5 on here just to keep track, because I'm colouring in the numbers. I can't really see what I've put in. So that is brilliant. A little blow there. And that is me done. £150 gone within seconds. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again next week for September week 4, and then we'll do a little count up. And yeah, I hope you're well. Me and Vivian and Hermes are going to go now and pack some orders. We've got lots to do. We've got a busy day. So see you later, guys. Hope you're all well. Bye.